Okay, everybody, here we go. This is Spitfire Annie, and this is her very first beginner novice course, first recognized show, actually first eventing show period. She's done a couple schooling jumpers and some dressage shows, but this was her first time out on cross country at a show. We've done just schooling. She was pretty worried right before we got to the start box. She was definitely getting some flashbacks of the starting gate. She's an off-the-track thoroughbred. But once I got her in, she was doing really good. She was pretty good for these first couple fences. Like you can see, she goes over them. But as I'm riding her, she's feeling quite up and down in her gait, quite stiff. And she is definitely kind of a little left and right to the fence, but nothing bad. Like, she definitely gives me the feel every time she's going to go over them. But she's just a little stiff in her movement. Here she's starting to get a little bit more open up. We're coming up to a table here. And on the back side, there's a pretty big, long downhill. And my goal for the day was just to get her out and get confident and get a flow and see how she would do. There, got a nice distance over that. And now we got quite a long downhill that's fairly steepish. So the biggest thing is just having her balance and not just totally run down the hill as fast as she can go, which she was definitely thinking that would be a pretty fun idea. And we got this great turn down here at the end, so it helps us balance up for our next fence. Make sure we're still in control. Makes the turn nicely here, coming to number 6. And this is the fence where I really start to feel her relax into it. Her gait gets a lot better, just more forward instead of up and down. And we just get a really nice stride to this fence. Like, she just really felt like she got the idea. And here I'm letting her have a little bit of a run up the hill. Definitely faster than beginner novice needs to be. But it was really good for her just to get some forward movement and enjoy it and get going. We come up the hill, and this was one of the jumps that I was a little bit worried at. It's quite airy coming up to it. And I was really pleased. She really put her eyes on it and just went right to it and popped right over it. No problems whatsoever. And now we're coming down a bit of a hill. And at the bottom of this hill, there's actually quite a proper ditch for this level. And so I slow her up so she can really be able to see it coming. And really, really pleased with her there. She saw it, got her eye on it, and popped right over it. Coming up to the top of the hill again. And again, she's just really hitting her stride, just feeling really confident, seeing stuff, going for it, not questioning it at all. I'm checking my watch there, definitely realizing that I'm coming in quite quick for where I need to be on the course. So we kind of steady up a bit. And I even choose a little bit later on to actually bring her down to a trot, just so we make sure we don't get any silly time penalties for going too fast. Again, it was really good for her earlier to really get going, move her feet. It helped her open up and relax a little bit. And now she's just really settled into the course, really getting the idea of it. And so I was able to back off and just kind of basically coast around. At this point, she was a real nice point and shoot ride. She really didn't question much of anything I put in front of her. She just put her ears on it and just popped right over stuff. Really pleased. Confidence has taken a little bit longer with this one. She can definitely question stuff sometimes. So I'm popped down to the trot. And then each time we come up to a fence, I just let her go back into the canter to pop over it. No big deal. And here we go. Boing. Having a super fun ride on her. Again, back down to the trot. We're coming around here. We got one more jump and then the water. With the water, the way it was flagged, we didn't actually have to truly go through the water. And I decided, because of the fact she had been only through water just a few times and had not gotten to school water in the last 6 months. So I chose to just kind of skirt the water. It was definitely a good decision because you could see her really put an eye on it, was a bit worried about it there. And so I just asked her to go through that spot, and she got the idea. Later on, we needed to find some more places to school some water to get her used to that, get her feet more wet. And I definitely could have gotten her through it. We just might have had a bit of a hesitant moment. And here we go over the last fence. Super pleased with her, this being her very first score show. And she finished under her dressage score, winning the class. So good job, Spitfire Annie, in her very first beginner novice course. super fun. Excited to see what this girl's going to do in the future.